Welcome back everybody, Kaiser speaking. Today we're going to be talking about the new SH Figuarts figure release, Byakuya Kuchiki from the Bleach anime series, to be more precise, the 1000 Year Blood War arc. With that being said, we can jump straight into the packaging. Just like Ichigo and Renji, Byakuya's is very straightforward. All of them look exactly the same. They are mostly white, with details representing the characters' colors. Ichigo's is orange and Renji's is green. So they chose a grayish color for Byakuya, which is a little interesting to me since his Shikai and Bunkai are pinkish in color. So I expected the color to be a little on the pink side, but the grayish tone, grayish purplish, looks pretty good on the box. I guess the colors are very reminiscent of the character since he's very calm and serious most of the time, so I can dig it. On the side, you can see some pictures of the character, like always, and on the back, you can see a couple of poses you can put the character in. Down here, there are words that I can't understand since the figure was imported, but I don't think we really care about that. Now, to compare with some other boxes, I have the Ichigo right here. And as you can see, like I said, it's orange for Ichigo and then this grayish color for Byakuya. The Byakuya package is much thicker than the Ichigo package. I'm not sure why, since I haven't opened the figure yet, but it may be because he has a little bit more accessories than Ichigo. Um, they're about the same height and about the same width as well. The only thing there is different is the thickness. Um, they both packages will look great side by side, and then Renji is basically the same but just in green. And for those that want to see, I also have a Figma box so you can compare it to. Just like last time, I have Sinon over here from the Gun Gale series of Sword Art Online, and the package is much bigger, and I think they might be about the same width. Nah, the Figma one is still a little bit thicker when it comes to the side. But yeah, those are just standard sizes. I will now take him out of the box so we can take a closer look and I can give you guys my first impression. I have to say, straight out of the box, Bandai did it again. This guy looks exactly like how I would expect him to look like. He looks like he came straight from the anime. Look at the style. Look at the sculpture. It looks exactly like Byakuya. From the top of his head all the way to the bottom of his feet. I really have nothing bad to say just from looking at it. The details of the sleeves, the details of the uniform. Look, it has a bluish color on the inside. It kind of makes the figure pop from a distance. Aside from the jacket being white, which is the captain jacket, also they also have the detail for the sixth squad since he's the captain, which is basically for internal affairs. And then, from what I like to say, Byakuya is basically like the Itachi from Bleach. For those of you that watch Naruto, he's like the older brother figure since he's the older brother of Rukia, which is one of the main characters aside from Ichigo. And then he gives off those cool older brother vibes. His faces are very much how I would expect him to look like in the anime. Very calm, very collected. His hair piece is sculpted. You can feel it. Also, he has this little hinges right here on the hair, but we can keep that for the articulation part. As I stated before, he has the symbol for his squad, which is for internal affairs, which is basically like the police force in Naruto. Um, he has the details at the bottom of the jacket. He has the normal Shinigami uniform and the sandals. Um, yeah, the tassels on the collar. He looks amazing to say the least. I just feel like talking about this right now. The legs are basically what you expect. I don't think they will be changing it. Ichigo's look the same. Uh, Ranges looks the same. I personally don't get bothered by it, but some people do. So I'm just letting you know that it looks exactly the same. So with that being said, I can talk about the articulation right now. When it comes to the articulation, I expect him to be just like Ichigo and Renji. We can start talking about the head. You have the normal ball peg action. He can look side by side. He can probably do a 360, but I'm probably not gonna do that, since why would you? He has neck movement. He can look down about this far, and then he can look up about this far. It's not great, but it's also not bad. It should be just about what you need him to be. The hair is on a hinge or on a ball peg-ish, so you can pose it any way you like. But then there's gonna be some gapping at the bottom of the at the back of the head. Excuse me. His arms, you can raise them about this high, both of them, which is very impressive. I'm sure you can go 360 no problem also. Yeah, no problem with that. He has a bicep swivel up here at the top. He also has, oh, well, the hair just fell off. So as you can see, it's on a ball peg. I'm gonna pop it back in. Yep, it's not a problem then if he falls off. I'm glad this happened on camera. He has about a 90-degree angle on the elbow, which I think is basically the same as Ichigo and Renji. There isn't much they could do given the clothes that they had. They have a wrist ball peg. You can do basically what all the other ball pegs can do perfectly fine. Just the standard. When it comes to the waist and diaphragm portion, he can look about this far down. He can look about this far back. Not much, I guess, is given the jacket, so he can look side by side with some obstacles, but not much can be done. You can pose the back piece of the jacket a little bit. Not much. It seems to also be in a ball peg. I don't think it will hinder the leg articulation at all. He can kick forward about this much. He can, well, I don't think he can kick back that much. Let me see. If you just lay this leg straight and push it back. Mike can only kick about back this much. I think they sculpted in a butt, so that's to be expected. There is a tie swivel over here at the top, and then there is the knee that most people hate. You get 90-degree angle out of that, just like the other figures. So I'll die on this hill. I don't think it's as bad as people say it is. I really don't mind the knee and the legs at all. But you know, that's just me. There is no swivel here at the bottom for the ankles. He has an ankle rocker, also back and forward hinge, and a toe hinge. So you get the expected articulation from an SH Figuarts. All of the Bleach figures will probably have about the same articulation, so that's a good thing. I'm pretty sure you can get into all of the poses that you need them to get. So yeah, we'll see what kind of accessories he comes with. I haven't checked that yet. As a quick note, since I forgot during the articulation portion, he does have a butterfly joint, which comes about this far. So sword poses won't be a problem whatsoever. They go pretty far forward, so that's to be expected. That's how much the butterfly joints come out, and that's how they look while they are inside of the chest piece. Real nice, real snug, real cool. So when it comes to Byakuya's accessories, he has just as much as Ichigo. He comes with 5 faces. One of them is this side eyes right here. He also has a angry looking face, a eye closed face, in a fear/alarm face. I think this is the face he made when he was fighting the Quincy. Asnot, I think that's how you pronounce his name. The F letter for fear. He also has about 1, 2, 3, 4, He has 8 pairs. No, he has 8 hands, 4 pairs, and an extra one that he puts on top of the sword for the left hand, which is this one right here. He also has stylish pose hands, another stylish pose hand, sword holding hands, and fist hands, which is on the figure, and then also this face right here, which is the normal look for Byakuya. So for the most important part, here's his Zanpakuto Senbon Sakura in his sheath form. Here is Senbon Sakura on unsheath form, so he can hold it. And here's in its Shikai form, when the blade disappears to turn into the actual Senbon Sakura, which is the cherry blossom petals. He unfortunately does not have a Benkai released or an effect for it, but I guess that's to be expected from Figuarts at this point. I'll now put him in a pose, and then I'll come back. After handling this figure to put him in this pose, I must say that for every Bleach fan, this is a must-have. Just like Ichigo, just like Renji. Please guys, if you do want to see this line continue, buy the figures. The figures are amazing. If you're a fan, it's a must-have. Even if you aren't. If you just like anime in general, and Bleach is not your cup of tea, if you just like figures, you should get this line. They're not that expensive. I think Ichigo is still relatively cheap, and you can get this whole entire line. There's only 3 figures, and I'm sure they're gonna all look great in your shelf when they're all put together side by side. I just put them right here in a random pose, holding the sheath while calling the Shikai for Senbon Sakura with the eyes closed. He looks amazing, just like a pose that he would do in anime, or in a manga for that matter. As I said, I couldn't recommend this figure any more than I am recommending right now. I'm a huge Bleach fan, One Piece fan, Naruto fan, all of the big three. I grew up with them. They're all part of my life, and I want to have them in my collection. And I really appreciate you guys if you guys supported Figuarts into making more figures just like this one. So if you guys enjoy, please go ahead and buy it. And if you guys are still on the fence, I hope this video clarified a couple of points and you were able to decide from there. Nevertheless, thank you for watching. Have a good one. Peace.